Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be sharing my favorite cheesecake recipe, which is Lotus Biscoff. For this you'll need some Lotus Biscoff biscuits and you need to crush them using any means necessary. You can either use a Ziploc bag and a rolling pin just like I'm doing, or I'll just put this all in a food processor or a mixer grinder. We're looking for a coarse texture and not like a super fine ground biscuit mixture. We'll transfer our crushed biscuits to a mixing bowl, and in the meanwhile we'll also melt some butter and then we'll top those biscuit crumbs with that melted butter. Stir the mixture together using a spatula until the consistency looks like wet sand. Next up, you'll need a loose bottom cake tin or a spring foam cake tin. Just transfer all of your biscuit mixture to a lined cake tin and then press it down evenly. You can also use a measuring cup if you want here. When the crust is tightly packed, we'll just set this in the refrigerator for at least 15 minutes, and in the meanwhile we'll work on our filling. For that, we'll add some room temperature cream cheese to a mixing bowl and soften it using our spatula, and then add some vanilla extract into it. Make sure to use a good quality vanilla extract, guys, that is very important. Into this we'll add some sifted icing sugar and combine everything together until the sugar is dissolved in the cream cheese. I have a detailed tutorial on how to make cream cheese at home, so if you want to check that out, it's on my channel. Into this we'll add some Lotus Biscoff spread. You can also substitute this with some Nutella or some melted chocolate as well. Just keep this bowl aside, and in a separate bowl whip some non-dairy whipping cream to soft peaks. Once the cream is whipped, we'll add in our cream cheese mixture and combine this using a whisk, an electric beater or a spatula. Now is the time to remove that spring foam cake tin from the fridge and add your filling in batches and then level it out so that there are no air bubbles in the filling. You can use an offset spatula or a regular spatula for this, or even a spoon. Just make sure that there are no air bubbles. It's fine if it doesn't look pretty on the top. If it's not smooth, that's totally okay, because we're going to cover this in the end. After the top is smooth or just looks leveled, we'll refrigerate this overnight, and there you go. You have your cheesecake ready now for the topping and for decoration or whatever you want to do. I'm going to melt some Lotus Biscoff spread. Make sure to use the creamy one and then top that off over my cheesecake and then spread it out using an offset spatula. But I'll try to keep 1 inch gap from the edges so that I can decorate that with some crushed biscuits and obviously Lotus Biscoff biscuits. And you can choose to decorate this the way you like. You don't have to do it the exact way that I've done here. I also like to place a whole Lotus Biscoff biscuit in the middle of the cheesecake, and that looks really good as well. And with that, my no egg, no condensed milk and no baked cheesecake is ready, and it is one of the best cheesecakes that you'll ever eat or see. So make sure to try this recipe out, guys. It's really good. Best cheesecake ever.